Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Good morning, student. We are not joined. Any doubt in yesterday class? We covering about regular expressions. And 20 question, 19 average, you got it.
Okay, ma'am. Yesterday's was on pattern matching, right?
Yeah, we have that some questions on math models, and some questions on Regular expressions, I will take the dot, a dot star, and how to use the slash pf, the question mark, and ending with
Okay,
that
ma'am.
all the questions. We did execution also, and you had the groups all, and with the group one, group two, how to treat variables, accessing
Okay,
complete.
okay, ma'am.
So in everything we taken up that. Then this is 286 responses. In this 286,
Okay, 29 are from ME. So majority are from ME.
ME is 80 almost. This is 83.
Nice. Okay,
Civil
ME
is 54.
54. Okay, then what is that 18%, ma'am?
18% CS. Freedom.
Okay, okay.
And
This makes me happy.
IS is 18 students only, where that is actually 12 students. We have extra 6, 8 students are added because diploma is only 12, 120 intake,
Okay,
that
okay,
one.
okay, ma'am.
And here is our the intake is 28. And instead of
Uh-huh.
28, we have 52 is there. Then E&E is again 6, 6 instead of 6, we have 21.
21.
And we have only 6 students, 11 are there. EC is
Mm.
actually 18, then 32 is there. And E&E is 6, 11. And civil is almost 60. 54 are there, done it.
Okay, in civil it is ulta case. So 6 I have not attending.
Yeah. With our remaining other 66 is done it. Now we
Okay,
have
that's
an
not a problem.
average, median range is 19 by 20. The average range is 16.26. Is get it? Then median is
Okay, ma'am.
this for the response. The
So any
student have
doubt?
any doubt? I did take about weekday one for that is
Ma'am,
pro.
somebody is asking quiz third question.
I will move on to the third question. Yeah.
What's the doubt, Hemalata?
It is today's date, no, sir. Yesterday's date.
Yesterday's quiz was 25 only, no?
Yes, sir.
Two-
But answer it is
2023 by mistake I get 2013,
Okay,
but
yes.
everyone is think about by typing mistake 2023 only choose it. You are putting error.
ma'am,
No,
first, ma'am.
got
First
it, got it, got it. Okay, this is, I mean, typo. Don't worry on that. But the format you have, if you have got the format right, yeah, third question is actually right.
third
Don't
one
worry
question is
about the
correct
date.
by
Yeah,
typing
year
instead of 223 I typed as 2013, but
13.
format is year, month, and date only. It's getting.
Yeah, format is here's the question was on format. Is it okay, Amarata? That's a typo from our side. You don't need to worry.
Don't worry about the marks. You understand about the concepts.
Yeah,
Okay.
ma'am will give you 1 mark. No worries. Like she has noted down.
Any doubt?
Any doubt?
Well, actually, whatever you have to cover today, regular expressions, the most of the regular expressions yesterday we had done it for
Yeah,
that.
we will do some
So
hands-on regular expressions if you have doubt.
if you
So
have
we
any
will do
doubt,
any regular
we will
expressions.
take
We
up.
will do it. We will
Okay.
continue ahead.
You can take that slash operator, how to print it with slash with double quotes and character class. Okay, that
Character
also.
class. Yeah, ma'am. I'll give
You
them the
can take
recap.
1 or 2 example for that character class
Mm.
as well as that negation within inside the character class how the caret symbol will work, outside the character class how the negation symbol will work. So that is to be taken, and digits you have followed by digits, and character with the digits, how can we do that? Simple, just 1 or 2 we will cover it. After that, today we'll mainly concentrate on the projects. We have to do it in projects, and the next week we have to sit and do for the Saturday and Sunday that.
And also as NumPy we have already covered, so we have only matplot left, ma'am, on the last day. So
Ah,
probably I'll ask if
actually,
they
the
need
last day
anything.
by typing mistake, I put 10 to 12. Instead, that is actually the portions covering in the previous only. That
Hmm.
is, we should be taken exhibition on the last day.
Yeah,
The
got it,
complete,
ma'am.
I put at 10 to 12. Actually, we are not available 10 to 12. That's an 8 to 10. I have to put it. So that topic. Correct, right? For the Tuesday.
This is on Monday, right? Monday, no, ma'am.
No, project
No,
exhibition is on
Tuesday.
Tuesday. We put
Tuesday.
scheduling,
Okay.
but it is not. We are
We
planning.
will
In the
keep
days we
last
are
day
planning
only for project
project
presentation, ma'am.
exhibitions. That is 8
Yeah.
to 10 for the project exhibition. We are planning for that. And whatever I put it that one, you can cover it in today's class. We have
Yeah, yeah,
matplotlib
I'll cover it, ma'am. No
and that
worries.
one. Just is we make it that we are not sending to any updated schedule to the students. We plan according to that. So
Yeah, yeah,
that
sure.
modifications we are take over today the session. And Monday. What about Monday?
Guys, on Monday, due to some reason, we won't be able to handle class from morning 8 to 10. So, are you guys available today, in evening or tomorrow, so that we can, cover that 2 hours engagement, so
Of
that
Monday.
on you will get a complete day, Sunday and Monday, in order to do your project, and we can have a exhibition on Monday. Sorry, Tuesday.
We'll cover all the topic tomorrow itself instead of
Yeah.
that Monday topic. We have Monday with left out there two more topics. Say that will be covered today. You tell me either today evening or tomorrow continuation session.
Yeah, tomorrow continuous session or even tomorrow evening works. So I'll create a poll. So we'll
You can take an option for that. Say, have any doubt with the projects? You take a help from today classes. You will get an idea. See, what's your planning? Just you convey, and what are the things can be added. How to make it your projects in the success way. You can discuss. See, that is the real time applications. How can be done? It will get an idea about today's classes. Clear?
anyone have not answered, kindly answer fast.
You can put it on that one. You can start with the session. Never join the people. We just requesting to do that.
But people, some are asking today, some are telling tomorrow. Please pick one day, guys.
What
Whether it
what
is today
what is
or
an option
tomorrow.
you are given in the poll? We have evening and tomorrow 10 to 12 you are given.
No, ma'am, I've just asked today evening or tomorrow evening. Are you available tomorrow evening, or tomorrow we should do
Tomorrow
continuously?
morning we can do continuation, right? So we are traveling. I'm
Ma'am,
also in that.
morning
How much? Okay. You
continuously
have
not
11.
possible for me.
Saturday,
Yeah,
right? I ask it. Okay. Evening, okay.
ma'am.
What is the timing you just mentioned?
Okay, anyways, I'll discuss this. We'll take another vote at end of
At
the.
the end, you can tell me what's
Yeah, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Let me go for the regular expression concepts. You can do some problems on regular expressions.
I'll do it. They are asking, is project compulsory?
I told yesterday also. Compulsory is nothing but you have to learn, you can implement. That is way I have
Yeah.
asking. We made mandatory if you're asking so many of times. And everyone will be doing it at least.
Let's not make it mandatory. If they are really interested,
That only I'm asking. So everyone can able to do it at once. If you learn really, at least if you get 5 to 6 projects from these, we have
yeah,
20
ma'am.
projects from the last. From these, at least you are expecting from within 5 to
10,
10
10.
projects. If you get that, also more than enough for your learning for that. Everyone can't able to do it, but those who are really interested to do that, people can be do it for these projects. See, that will be add on to your resume also. Whatever learned, other than apart from that curriculum, they're doing for that. Just why we are asking to it. Okay.
Yeah, ma'am, I'll start, ma'am.
You can start it.
So let us see some small example of special character negation. For example, let us import regular expression and we'll see the special character negation. How to do special character negation such as hyphen, dollar. Okay, so we are ready. So I have imported the regular expression. So let us do the date validation. Example, if we have our date string 2023 0 slash 05 slash 26. Okay, how do we validate this? Any doubt? You have any idea? Can you pitch in how can we do the validation for this? It should accept 4 numbers followed by backslash, 2 numbers followed by backslash, and basically this is 2 numbers again. Can you guys tell me the regular expression for this? We'll start with using the caret symbol. It should start with 4 digit. Should start with 4 digit followed by backslash. Using backslash will negate it, and then followed by 0 to 9 class for 2 digit, same way, and it should end with 0 to 9, 2 digit. And if I give date, one minute. So for date validation, it is so we will have 0 to 9 as a class, and this should be for 4 digit. We'll start with this, and then it should have a backslash, and we have 0 to 9 for 2 digit, and backslash, and it should have 0 to 9 for 2 digit, and it should end with this. Output is not coming, 1 minute. So here we did a okay. So here at first we have added a pattern match for year 4, and let us do the backslash part of 05, and for this we have to add character negation and 0 to 9 it should end with 2. And so it is backslash and let me try the forward. Okay, forward slash for forward slash we'll do for hyphen as well. We'll finish this and again the forward slash, and then if we do this again back of 0 to 9 should end with this. So if I do this, then this is for slash. Okay, this is for date, and I can group this, and I can group this. I can group this in order to fetch the individual part. Okay, and if I now print match dot group 0 and print match dot group 1 and print match dot group, you see here the first group is whole string which is matched, and let me do 1, let me do 2, let me do 3. So in the third group we are getting individual year, month and date. Any doubt using forward slash? Any doubt on the date validation with the forward slash? And the something very similarly we can do for hyphen. If you go back to the date module, they will be using regular expression very similarly in order to kind of internally to implement this. Any doubt on the date validation using special characters? Any doubt on negating special characters? You want me to try any other examples for regular expressions? You want me to try any other regular expressions? Any doubt? start and very fundamental levels such as object-oriented programming and all. Shall we try to kind of fetch a data from internet? We will implement one small feature which will be really useful for your project in order to fetch a data from internet. We are not using any web scraping. We will be just making a simple HTTP request and try to fetch a you know result from simple website. Okay. So for this, we will be making. So let me demonstrate in this way. Shall we do one last validation? Vaishnavi Vaishnavi, are you requesting for regular expression validation for BIT USNs? Whether if it is valid or not? Or what do you mean? Okay. So let us do one last validation upon Vaishnavi's request, that is USN validation. Hundred. And for this, what we will do is we will find a match. So I will search. I will search with. Should start with one BI mandatorily. Okay, it should starts with one BI. Then we have an year, that is we need two characters. For this, what I will do, zero that is two characters should be year extension though, so that will be from 1 to 9. We will give it 0 to 9 only for two characters followed by alphabets, and should be uppercase, isn't it? So the character class will be A to Z followed by, it should be of exactly 2 length, and it should end with it should end with 3-digit character. So this is the validation, and let me pass my USN and let me print. So the USN started validated. The USN is validated. If I give a wrong character, starting it should start with 1. If I do 2, it is failing. And I can say match dot group of 1 will give you which year this USN is. Match dot group will give you which department. Match dot 3 will give you the roll number. Any doubt on USN validation? We did USN validation as well. We did USN validation. Any doubt? Any doubt? Is this clear? Is this clear? Very good. So let us see how to get a call from internet. For example, we have our Python code here. Okay, this is our Python code. This is our Python, and we have internet. This is internet. And what we have to do is we have to make a call for internet. So we will make a call for internet requesting data. And if the data is present, we will get back the response from backend. So this is response. So it is as simple as that. Any doubt in the diagram? Any doubt in the diagram on requesting the data, the flow, any doubt on the flow? How do we get the data from backend? So if from Python, we will be requesting the internet, and from internet, we will be getting back the data as a response. Any doubt on this? Okay. So there has to be a rules, right? For example, in internet, for each and everything, there is a rules. Okay, we call it as a protocol in order to get a type. The method of getting the data from internet, we call it as REST API calls. Okay, and what and all we can do with internet is, I'll show you. We can get the data, we can post the data, we can delete the data. Okay, these are the three commonly used methods in order to get the to manipulate the data from the internet. Any doubt on the REST API calls? What is REST API? I want you to define REST API. API stands for Application Programming Interface. Application Programming Interface is a type where it acts as a bridge between two platforms. This is our Python application, this is our internet application, and API is Application Programming Interface. Using the programming, we connect two application and get or manipulate the data to and fro. We operate it basically. Any doubt on REST API? Can you guys define what is REST API? I want you guys to define REST API. Doubt? Can you please can you define REST API? Where are you all? I'm asking for you guys only. What is REST API? Just defined. It is a way of connecting two platforms. Bridge between internet and Python. Yeah, very good. Want from mechanical and civil students, as in, like, are you guys understanding this? A very simple concept which you can use for your final year project in order to kind of do the project. That's why I'm discussing this. Mechanical, civil, electrical. Yeah, Pooja, it is interacting with web services. Are you guys understanding? Okay, now we understood that in order to retrieve a data, what we need? We need a URL. We need a URL, and we need to understand how to get it and how to the data. We will see both. In Python, we have a module called requests. So in Python, very similarly, like datetime, we have module for requests. Okay, this module. So in Python, we have this third-party module called request, and using this, we can follow this and we can actually get the data. So you can refer this as a guide if you want to use it for project. Okay, so we will be using this Python. So in order to do this, what you have to do is you have to download the Python. You have to download the requests package from the Python pip library. So in order to do that, you have to execute this. You have to execute Python pip install request. Can you do it? Can you do this? Can you execute the code Python pip install request? Can you do it? Can you execute it? Like, shall I continue? Shall I continue? So this is installing module. This is installing requests module. And here we have to import it. How do we import the module? Come on, tell me guys, how do we import the module? I want you guys to answer now. I don't code. I only code the logic part. You have to tell me how to import the modules. Yeah, it is import requests. And if I have any doubt on how to import request or how to use, where should I go? So we will be using this. We will be using this to do this URL. Okay, it is called as json placeholder.ipcode.com/todos. So this is one of the this is one of the this is one of the demo URL. We'll use this. Okay, we'll use this the URL. We need a URL, right? So we need a API URL in order to get the data from the internet. What is the URL? It is the address where internet is present. That's it. Okay, it is a URL where internet is present. And what you have to do is you have to call. What we have to do is we need a response, right? So we need a response from backend, and we'll use request to make a get request. I have told you in order to get the data from internet, what request we will use. What request we have to use here? To get a data from requesting the data from internet, what we have to use from this three method? Get, exactly. So for that, what I'm doing is I'm using request.get and I'm passing the API URL, and I'm waiting for the, and I have to do response.json, because guys, can you tell me what is this? What type of data is this? Can you tell me what type of data is this? What type of data is this? Yeah, this is dictionary. This is dictionary. And the data dictionary in REST API terms, it is called as JSON data. Okay, dictionary is also called as JSON type data globally, outside the Python scope. So we are converting the response to the JSON, and if I print response dot content, okay, you can see the data here. We can get the data over here. Can you see over here, guys? We fetch the data from the internet. Can you see over here? I can loop over the data and I can print for you. So I can use for to do in to do's. I can print to, and you can see now we have the data. We successfully fetched the data. For example, you can see over here user ID 1, ID 1, title, delictus out atom completed false or something. I don't know what is that. And can you see over here delictus atom? So as in we were able to fetch the data from internet in our Python. Any doubt here? Any doubt here? Any doubt on fetching the basic? Any doubt on fetching the basic data from the internet? Any doubt? Any doubt? Okay, same way, shall we put the content to our backend? Same way, shall we put our content to the backend? We got the data from backend. Shall we send the data to the internet? Sorry, we got the data from the internet. Shall we send the data to the internet? Guys, come on, answer. Shall I demonstrate sending the data to the internet, or you don't want? So we will add to do with user ID 1, user ID 1, and the title will be user ID 1 title will be discuss project today. Discuss regarding the project completed as false. So we have our dictionary, right? This is our dictionary, isn't it? This is our dictionary. We will try to post this. So what I will do, I will make a post request to this API by passing the JSON type to do and wait for result. I'll print what the response is. Thank you, Satvik. So we did actually write our data to the JSON placeholder. Let me see if I refresh whether my data will be here or not. Okay, let me request. ID is 201. ID is 201. Let me make a post request. Let me make another get request. Okay. So every time we refresh the website, this gets actually kind of data gets refreshed. So here you can see our data was added with ID 201. So after this, our ID will be added over here. Any doubt on making get request, post request? Any doubt? Shall we try some other API? Let me show you some paid API which has a API key. See, like we have one API over here. We'll take a simple API. Okay. Okay, we have this meme generation. Let's make it fun. We will use Sharmada JSON equal to do is it converts our data into JSON format and it passes the data. It will transform the data into the API and a stable form. That is called as JSON equal to do. That's why we have used. Excuse me, sorry. Uh, okay, we will try to get the news. We will make it. For this news API, today we will make use of this news API. We will make use of this news API and we will get the data. So let me get the API key first. Okay, that's not a problem. Okay, so when I did this registration, I got the API key. This API key is very secure. We have to keep this. Okay, and now what I have to do is I have to see the documentation over here. So API key is this. So we have the API key. Now let us see how to make a request. And we have to make a request with so we have three type of internet this one here. So what we will do is we will fetch all the news which is related to an Apple. Okay. So let us try to do this API request. So API URL. So what do we have is we will try to make a API request for this. So in order to do the API request, what we will do, we will wait for result equal to request dot get, and we have to pass API key, API URL. So instead of this, we have to pass API key. Any doubt on whatever I did so far? What I did was I shared the link below on the chat. I went there, I got the API key, and now I am fetching the news which is having Apple, which is related to the word Apple by also passing the API key. This part is called as query string. This part of the part in the URL is called by query string. Where it is key value again. separated by equal to. Any doubt? Any doubt? Any doubt? Come on, guys. Okay, we got the response here. I got the response here where it is telling status is okay, and the totally we fetched 54 news, and we got the data over here. So which is related to articles of Apple, we fetched 54,235 articles. So instead of Apple, what I'll do, I will do this. Let me see related to Bangalore how many we have. Related to Bangalore, we have 23, and let us try to print this. Okay. So in order to print this, what I'm doing, I'll use for, there are 23 results for article in news of articles. I'll print the article. Uh, yeah, somebody was speaking. So I will format the text so that it will be very easy for us. So we will say headlines, and the headlines will be article of title. Then we will say news. News will be article of description. Any doubt, guys? Any doubt? We just fetched, we developed a news application using Python now. We developed a news application using Python now. Let me also print what and all available actually. So you can see what and all data we are getting. So for each news, we are getting who is the publisher, what's the name, who is the author, what's the title, what's the description, and we are also having the complete URL. And we have the date also published, and we have content. So instead of will display content. So we have content. Yeah. And we will print empty line. Okay, actually. Any doubt, guys? Any doubt? Any doubt? Can you see here? The headline is the best weekend getaway from Bangalore. The news is the coastal in Karnataka called Udupi. It is well known for vegetarian food and South Indian restaurant. Udupi is also home for, like, we have so many. And we have another news saying that Dystonia drugs market to reach USD. Okay, and here we have somewhere the Bangalore will be mentioned over here. Cables and connectors market to grow. Something and all we have over here. Can you guys do the same thing? Can you guys refer? And we can get the top news. Can get the top. We can get the business headlines. I'll demonstrate everything. So this is one way. Instead of US, let us give IN, and then what we will do is we'll make a same call. This will fetch us related to business. So Adani Enterprises back to short-term ASM framework by NSE BSC related to business. If we give it education, we got education as well. We don't have education, business, stock. If we say stock, okay, politics. We have politics also over here. Any doubt on getting the data from internet? So I will recap. So this is our Python application. This is internet. Internet is also application by default. We have to actually get a data which is not present in our laptop or a computer, so that we make a request to the internet. We request the data using the URL and we get the response back. And in order to do the request, we have three types of request. One is to get the data from the internet, one is to delete the data from the internet, one is to send the data to the internet. So here what we did was we used the Python request library and we used the URL, and actually we did the get request, and we are getting the data in forms of JSON, that is Python dictionary, and we did actually kind of displaying the data which is being fetched from the internet. Any doubt here? Any doubt in this? Because you can use this for your for your project in order to kind of actually uh, make it more fun actually. Syed, what have you not understood? Can you let me know? I'll explain. What have you not understood? By the way, this is one of the advanced concept. So you already moved from a basics Python stage to intermediate to the advanced level. So yeah. Varsha, you can't access Gmail. Sayed, the link will be provided in the documentation. For example, this news API link I got from their documentation. So that's why I have shared this link. You can get this link, and in the documentation they will give you the URL on how to pass and what type you have to pass in order to get the data. So you can't access Gmail. What did you didn't get? USN 195 as in. Can you tell me what you didn't get? Which topic you are talking about? Which topic are you talking about? I'm not aware of. As in, you can pick anything. So, for example, I selected the category politics. Actually, it was business. It is your wish. You can request anything. For example, for business we got, for politics we got. I don't know for travel if we get or not. This is generally I'm just requesting. So, for example, you see there is no article for travel. Let us say for art. So we don't have any art. If I say science, we have some science. We have some news for science. It is just simply the. I am just requesting simply. Got it? Still have a doubt? How was the today's class? We worked with internet. Shall we try for one more API? Shall we try for one more API? I'm sharing this slide link. Okay, if you want, you can make use of this if you feel stuck. If you are interested on more Python topic, if you are interested on more Python advanced topic, then we can have a separate workshop on advanced level Python workshops. We have actually various API in order to get the weather forecastings. Which API you want me to integrate, guys? For example, we saw news. We saw news. Shall we try of different category? Cricket score interesting. Let me check if we can find. Okay, we have regarding cricket. I don't think so. For stocks, we get a API. We API to get stock price in India. Okay, let me see. We have one API. So for this API documentation, can you see over here? I have got an documentation here. For example, how to make a request. For here, I have to just check Python and I have to use this. So we have, let me print. So for example, I already got the code here. I didn't have to do anything. I already got the code over here. So let us do. Stock market news Python API app. So the URL over here where we get the news. Okay, and these are the keys. So let me print what do we get the news for this. You are not subscribed to the API for this. Okay, this is paid. Uh, okay, let us try now. When some APIs will be paid, at that time you won't get a response. You get a response saying that you have not subscribed, but now I've subscribed. Now let me try this. Can you see over here? I got the response already. And I can do for result in for news in result. Let me print news so that we will see what to print next. We have title, we have link, we have published date, we have source. Okay, we have title and we can paste a link. So the title is news of title. Then we have so we have okay title and we'll have a link. Any doubt? We fetched the stock news from the API, from the stocks API. Biden administration paying $1,000 to upgrade their homes. Okay. Warren Buffett makes mistake to this cost will $11 billion. And you can follow this link in order to read about it. It's actually a live news. Any doubt? Any doubt? Any doubt, guys? And using this API, actually, we will get the insider trades news. We will get the insider trades news. This will be fun. I'll show you. This will be fun. I'll show you in a minute. Meanwhile, I want you guys to have a ready with questions what you want to discuss regarding the project. I'll also be sharing on some of the some of the topics and some of the experiences which you don't eventually kind of uh, get understanding in college or nobody talks about. I'll discuss regarding that. So I want you guys to wait for like couple of minutes. Okay, I'll just finish this so that we can wrap this up. So what I'll do is for uh, trade in result of form 4 filings, what I can do is I can print can print owner address who purchased this stock, reporting owner address. Then I can print what is the relationship and I can share the link. And then I can print the stock price, sum of transaction shares, transaction shares, and average share also will try to print. Average share price, average share price, and we'll also print number of shares owned. Total value. And what is the stock name? Is that stock ID? We just developed our own stock related news, application using the Python knowledge we learned in one in 2 weeks. Like even not 2 weeks, it is less than trade. Any doubt, guys? Any doubt? The owner address is 91. Okay, let me do this. Can you see over here? Transaction shares is 2000 and 216. The average price is 20. Total share owned. So we can do the simple math over here in order to verify whether data is authentic. I'm opening calculator. So it is totally shares 267 into the average price is 20.6. 20.8. So it is 46,000 exactly the same thing. Any doubt? Any doubt on working with internet? Any doubt? Was this session useful? Tell me that. Was this session useful or did we kind of waste time today? What you guys learned? What you guys learned today? What you guys learned today? Vaishnavi, can you elaborate more on what you understood working with internet? Yes. Okay, cool. So let's take 2 minutes break. Let's take 2 minutes break and then we'll discuss regarding your projects. Okay.
ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಿಡ್ನಿ ಏನ್ರ ಕಳಿಸಿ ಸಣ್ಣ ಕುಟ್ಟು ಕೈ ಇದ್ರನಿ ಹಾಕೋದು ಆಗ ಪೇಪರ್ ತೆಗಿ ಮೊಸರು ತೊಂಬ ಎಷ್ಟ್ ರೂಪಾಯಿ 10 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಅಂದ್ರಲ್ಲ 5 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ವಾಪಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ರಿ ಅನ್ನೋ ಇದ್ರೊಳಗ 15 ಇವು 15 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಅಂದ್ರ ತೊಂಬ ಒಂದು ಹೇಳ ನನ್ನ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ ಇದೆ ಏನಿದೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಹೊಸದಾಗಿ ಹಿಡಿದು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ
So shall we start back? Shall we start back? Okay. First, I'll share, as many of you are doing project for first time. As many of you are doing project for first time, guys, is there a background disturbance from my side? I hope you are facing some background noise, right? How many are doing the project for first time? How many are doing project for first time? So I tell some key points to keep in your mind while doing project, okay? How many of you are doing project for first time? I hope many, right? So starting, for example, the project, you have to keep in mind three main formulas, okay? You should never worry about coding first. Whenever you decide to do the project, you should never ever feel, frightening about coding. You should never think about coding while doing project planning first. It should always, you have to think on what project you have to do. Example, today, so far in 1 week or 10 days, you have learned the Python concept. So let that be. Even if you have not understood, you know at least what to do when, what to use when, isn't it? Whenever you get whenever you want to store a number, what data type you use? Whenever you have to store a number, what data type you guys use now? What are the data types we know that numbers are represented in Python? Int, int or float, isn't it? Same way for storing multiple items, what we use? For storing multiple items, what we use? List. See, you guys know. For fetching data from internet, what we use? Fetching internet from data, what do we use? API URL. Exactly, request modules. So you know what to use in what scenarios. So now, while I'll starting project phase. So starting project phase, first question is never worry about coding. So you have to do, what you have to do is you have to first think on what project you should do. What project you should do. That should be our first worry. The project can be a fun project. The project can be domain specific. For example, if you are from electrical, you can develop a simple Python app related to your electrical department. It could be any problem solving, or it could be for fun. So any type it could be. So what project you should do. This could be fun idea. This could be game idea. This could be your department level, your department related, or college related, society related. This could be even, for example, I can give you an example, say metro ticketing. metro ticketing app, or say billing app, movie ticket booking app, etc. So you have to first think on what you have to solve, and then what you have to think is what to implement. What to implement. Okay, what should your app do, and then start thinking about how to implement. How to implement. In the how to implement phase, you will scratch your head about code implementation. Here, functionality or feature related discussion will you have to do, and here it is on thinking. How to implement is also thinking, and how to implement is coding. You noting down the phases over here? Are you noting down the phases over here? Are you noting down the phases over here? Pawan, can you mute? Pawan, can you mute? Any doubt on how to approach your final year project? Any doubt on approaching your final year project? Okay, first thumb rule is you never start coding, or you never get scared because you don't know, or if you are having a self doubt on whether I know the code or not, you have Google to figure it out. You have ChatGPT to figure it out. I strongly suggest never copy code from ChatGPT. Okay, if you guys are doing this, then it's a cheating for yourself. You have Google to figure out. You have to Google to refer for the codings related topics. You have to think on the logic. You have to think. Always you have to think first. Once you know the solution in your head, and then you can write it to code. If you directly worry about coding, you will never implement coding, or this could be anything in the matter. Okay, so this is the way you will approach your final year project. Any doubt? Any doubt? Any doubt? Yeah, one of you are asking how to begin. So you can start thinking about what project you want to do. You can write down the project, what and all you want to do in the project. Let that be as a paragraph only. And from that, you make a point. At first, what should happen? At second, what will happen? At third, have the virtual flow flowing in your head, and then think what and all you have learnt in Python, how to put it on a particular functionality, and then you begin the coding. This is how you begin. USN 095. This is how you begin doing. You begin thinking, and you how you to start the code also. Any doubt? Any others? So Syed, you asked me to give an example. Yeah, cool. So for example, what we did today, we thought of developing a, we thought of developing a news app, right? So for example, what I did, in my head it was running that I have to fetch a news from internet. That's one point, and the news which is related to business. That's the second point. And third, how to display it. So now what I did, I just went to the Google, I searched about news API. I got the news API. One step done. The second thing is I have to fetch the news related to the business. So I got the code, the URL for that. And then at third, I started printing in my required format. So this was my series of actions which I took. This could be very something similar for you guys. This is called as flow of execution. Any doubt? Or can you guys, I'll stop sharing my screen. So far, how many of you have decided the project title? Can you can you share about that? I see many of you have raised your hands. Why? Do you want to discuss anything? Uh, Lokesh Nayak, Pawan Kumar, Basavraj, Kitana, Puneet. Deepika, don't choose complicated projects. Like tracking phone number location is not easy. Such as, for example, see library access. One of your friend is thinking of library access. Don't go for very complicated part, okay? Instagram automation tool. Puneet, how are you trying to solve it? Can you unmute yourself and can you share about how are you planning to solve it? Puneet, I want you to unmute yourself and I want you to describe your project. Discuss about like how are you planning to discuss like general discussion. No worries, like you don't nobody will be judged. Nobody will be judged. Come on guys. This session I'm keeping only to discuss project with you all because I know many are doing projects for first time. So when you share how are you planning to do it, then I can give an input. So there is always come to an habit of speaking up. From now on, always come to an habit of speaking up. Enough of silent mode. Try to be unique among yourself. Like try to speak up. There is no question is dumb question. Okay, no question is dumb question. No question is dumbed out. If you guys don't have anything to discuss, then we can wrap up this class. Anyway, it is like 8 to 10. Yeah, Puneet, I
Sir,
want you to discuss so that I'll help you to start the project. I want
sir,
you to give a yeah, Deepika.
sir, I already tried, sir, that one.
What's your title again? Okay, phone number, location. How are you
Yes,
trying to do it, Deepika?
sir, I saw in a YouTube and all, sir.
Okay, yeah. Are you making a progress?
Yes, sir.
Okay, if you are making a progress, then that's good. If you are referring a YouTube, that's totally fine.
Yes, sir.
But you are using the concepts what we have used in so far, right?
Yes,
That's
sir.
very important.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. Meet, are you also referring to YouTube? I'll be very happy, okay, if you kind of go find on YouTube, try to do the code from the YouTube video, follow along it and implement it. I'm proud of you guys because You guys were like don't know anything from actually 10 days ago, and now you are already started referring YouTube videos, and that's the way to learn. You just figure out resources and you learn from it. So that's the way. I'm kind of proud of you. Okay, no worries. Then you can we can discuss it tomorrow. Any others? Only two are doing the project. How many are planning to do the projects? Raise your hand. How many of you are trying to do the project? Raise your hand.
Student have a no interest to do, I think. The
It's only 21 have raised hands. Harshit, what do you mean by other stuff? You can do. You can do that. We have good projects last time using GUI also. I have kind of tried to give you the very basics and all the important concepts of Python. From here on, it is all about your personal wish, what you have to kind of use it. Last time we had a GUI projects. Last time we had the DB projects and all. So it's your wish. Last time we had around 20 to 30 teams participating, and on an average, each team four students were there. So we had around a good strength of like 80 students participating in. Even if you are trying
need
to
doubt
develop a project using for loops, lists, int, arithmetic operator, logic operator, I'll be happy to accept that. From even if you are using only basic to basics without anything, do it. Get that tag of like I did it instead of worrying about whether my idea is good or not. Just do it. Don't think whether your idea is good or not. Just do it. Okay.
we have some complication programs are available in the fourth semester lab also. You can take up that problem as a one project. You can do it by your own if you learn the concept. That is also good. Actually, we have a 10
Yeah,
programs
ma'am.
are there. Trying to implement using these concepts, then you are only the owner of that program. If you write it
Yeah.
is accepted.
And the best projects, MyMM will actually kind of help you.
We will
MyMM
provide
is
you
very
in the
active.
department that from the academics, the Bangalore is a college only. The certificate is
Yeah,
also
you will get a certificate from college.
it will add it if possible. I talk with the Balkistas are also providing cash monies also if it is so that's you have to do it good way. We did for NMD National Mathematics Day. We providing these same projects in that day. Then we are getting 2,000, 3,000 prize amount. Actually, for that day we are giving that type of amount to the projects. So we have that
Okay,
20
ma'am.
projects we are celebrated in that day, and evaluator is also there in that three evaluator. Then we are make it for price of that association price is also there as well as that also.
Yeah, ma'am.
That all
I
the
hope.
things not for that your certificate, it's for your add and your resume. Mainly concentrate for the placements. So what are the extra activities you are doing apart from the syllabus? It will take over in these issues. You can ask any question on interview based also, then Akshay will be helping for you. What type of queries will be getting from these things.
Yeah, we can have tomorrow discussing about what we'll probably ask on interviews and all. And I would suggest to not pick YouTube videos downloader because that is something which you will be kind of doing it illegally. YouTube videos or YouTube APIs are not public. So don't do this project. Satvik, you have to kind of read about this. I am sure you can't, no, like it is not easy to track in real time. It is not easy to track in real time. So if you are interested on more technical meetup, technical events, you can guys actually go to meetup.com. Many meetups will be happening in Bangalore around Python, web, mobile app, everything, backend, cloud. You can register for those. Those many will be free meetups. You can register and you can attend. You will also gain a lot of understanding by attending meetups as well. You can go to meetup.com and you can browse for free events. Okay, ma'am. Then we actually did a REST API topic today,
See, that is
and
somewhat difficult to do it, but he explained about. Akshay is explain my. Okay, if you
yeah.
want
So
to
you can, if you are
practice,
interested, you can use it for your final year project.
okay, that is only explained for this today's class how to implement with a project. For that purpose, you are take about this all those API if you require. But don't think APIs is almost required to do for all the projects. This is
Yes,
also
yes, yes,
one
ma'am.
part he explained. Apart from our schedule, whatever planning that is explaining. Other than that, also advanced concepts in the Python. That will be taken for Akshay's own interest to explain for today. Thank you, Akshay, for the today. Then, what about your poll quiz? Now we have a 200 as there. Akshay, can you check
Uh,
the poll?
I have to create a poll again, I guess. Ma'am,
Yeah.
65 I have voted for today and 62 are voted for tomorrow.
Hmm. Tell me your decision. Then, according to your
Uh,
schedule. Start
Ma'am,
not
we'll do
6
it
o'clock.
tomorrow.
It will
We'll do it tomorrow.
more at what time?
Uh, 1 to 3 afternoon time or 2 to 4, anything works. What works for you?
I didn't still have my plan. Do. But evening? Good evening?
Tomorrow evening also okay, but today it's not possible for me, ma'am.
No, no, not today evening. Tomorrow
Yeah,
evening you will
tomorrow
do.
evening anytime works, ma'am.
You
Tomorrow
told,
evening
you
anytime
told
works.
right. Tomorrow at least you can start at 7 or to 8:30 or 6 to 7, 8.
Yeah, 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 anything works fine,
Because
ma'am.
student
Tomorrow.
Saturday, right? You can go anywhere. So middle of the class, we can't do anything, right? You can
Uh,
enjoy the Saturday for that day morning. So just we do tomorrow 8 to 10 as usual. Instead of
yeah,
Monday, we plan at tomorrow evening 6 to 8.
yeah,
Okay.
ma'am. Yeah, yeah,
That
yeah,
okay.
okay, ma'am.
Listen the students, where you have a doing two session tomorrow instead of Monday class. The Monday our college we are doing for graduation days where everyone is busy in that one, as well as that we can't able to conduct the classes morning 8 o'clock. We should be there in the Coimbatore Kalakshetra further. That's why we are made it plan change. Instead of that Monday, we are planning to tomorrow evening 6 to 8. Okay, no more changes in the schedule because we don't have any WhatsApp to send a link. We should be put in the chat box also to intimate you tomorrow 6 o'clock. We are planning to do that. The matplotlib and we have that that the remaining section what you done for the Monday. Tomorrow will be end of all the topics as per the schedule. And Tuesday, we have to explain your projects. How much? Don't worry about it, good or bad. You just convey what you did. If you struck also, just you convey. You will get an help from that. Akshay. Thank you, Akshay.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Have a great day, guys. Bye, ma'am.
Ready? We have not any execution program for this because this today's topic is very difficult to learn. So we have only that the reading. What about the REST API will be used? What's the theory background of that? According to that theory, we just plan for the only 10 question of the quiz. There is no execution and write up. You just fill this form of that quiz question, but the REST API. So if you know about the quiz answer, then the topic is also related to understand about that. So according to that, we plan it. Now I will post the quiz link. Let we make use of the time do for that projects. Because of that only we are giving a time to do it. Today after the quiz, you think about you are discussing today about your projects. Let's start and do it. You Google also will get you so much of projects, all these things. Just do little bit modification is enough. Okay, the quiz link is posted. Do it.